kitchen like a queen on a mission. It been tight, tight, heart full of ambition, drizzling her oils with a touch so serene. Every dish she crafts is bold, bright and clean. No shortcuts, no secrets, just truth in every bite. She seasons with purpose, she stirs with light. Her cuisine tells a story, rich, pure and wise. Her signature of shimmer as the aromas rise. That rise in the skillet makes the whole room sing. Her kitchen is a temple where witness is king. No rush, no pressure, just rhythm and grace. She plays every meal like a warm embrace. Eat clean, cook clean, live clean. That's her way. Chef Marlene brings.
Hey, 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 hey. Hello, hello, hello. Come in the kitchen. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, Instagram. Welcome, Facebook. Hello, welcome to all the newbies. Listen, it is a wonderful day to be alive, but it is so hot. So here we are again on another heat wave. But thank God that we are above the ground. If this is your first time, I want to say welcome to Chef Mars Cuisine, Oils and Cuisine in my kitchen. We eat clean, cook clean, and live clean, the best to our ability. First, let me say this before I absolutely forget. This coming Saturday was supposed to be my book signing. However, we are going to give a new date, so I need you to stay tuned. Please pass the word. I don't want anybody to come to the event and I not be there. And my presence is required, and your presence is required at the new date if possible. So thank you for following me. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. You are an usher in my kitchen. If this is your first time, what is that? That usher shares, that not a lush, that usher, a lush, that usher shares, that usher comments, that usher goes and tells everybody that Chef Mara is in the kitchen. And guess what? Yes, I have a chickpea chick book coming. So I needed to make that announcement so no one will show up at the book signing and I not be there. So stay tuned. A new date is coming. A new date is coming. Somebody put in the comments, a new date is coming. All right. So it is hot outside. And if you saw the post that I posted, I don't want to be sweating, and I know that you don't. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make something cool, delicious, and as you see scrolling across the screen, a herb-infused mango sorbet. I love sorbet. It reminds me of sherbet. When I was little, my mother would buy it in the tub, and it would be all those different colors, and it was almost like water ice. And I don't know, I'm getting ready to date myself. How many of you remember Yum Yum? That might have been a Philly thing, but Yum Yum was smooth and creamy and silky, almost like ice cream, but it wasn't ice cream. It was almost like sherbet, but it was called Yum Yum. So today we're going to get started really, really quickly. So go ahead and share when you come in. Say hello, hello. Hey, sis, how are you? Yes, thank you, sis. A new date is coming. Listen, go ahead and share to your friends, let them know. But also, I need to say this. There is a disease going around called, wait a minute, it's dealing with fruits and lettuces and cycloparalysis. Cycloparalysis. It's a disease that affects your gastrointestinal tract. So please, bag lettuce. I don't know if I said this, but I was getting ready to do a did you know moment on this because it's urgent. And I know this is off the beaten track and we're going to get to what we need to do, but this is absolutely urgent. And as a chef, it is my job to notify you of some things that are concerning during the food industry. Please do not buy bagged salads. I don't care about even after this wave of illness is over, because bagged salads are washed in chlorine and chemicals. No, when you buy fresh produce now with this disease going around, they're telling you to be careful with lettuce There's certain states that it's hitting, but we never know. We never know where stuff is imported from at your local supermarket. If you have it, please, I hate to tell you to discard it, but wash, wash, wash. You hear me say that all the time. Do not bring your produce home and automatically think it's clean. People are touching it. It's sprayed with pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, all the sides. So listen, you do you. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your produce that you have, but please, 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 berries and all that thing. So the fruit that I am using, I had before this really hit, because as you know, I like to try my best to keep what I need in my pantry if I can. So today I'm using frozen mango, all right? So now that's out of the way. All the announcements are out of the way. Please govern yourself accordingly, as they say in church. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, niece, what's up? Govern yourself accordingly. And yes, sissy, Lorraine says shop your local farms, please, and make sure they're not spraying with herbicides, fungicides, pesticides. Even if they are, wash your food, okay? Wash your lettuce, wash your produce. And I know it's time consuming, but I'd rather live than have all that in my system. So, in a food processor or blender, I usually like to use a food processor. I have frozen mango. Am I talking loud or fast? I always do that when I come on. Anyway, I am going to turn this on. Please, somebody, anybody, Sissy, Patty, Cheryl, anybody that's watching, please remind me to put the mic back on. I just don't want you to hear all this noise because this is frozen. And I'm going to blend it, spin it, whatever you want to call it, pulse it for a while. So talk amongst yourself. Let me know growing up, what was your favorite water ice if you ate it? So talk among yourself while I do this, okay? We're going to blend this. We're stopping to scrape down the sides. It's still on the counter. My counter is clean. You know, I be clean, cook clean. Um, we're gonna scrape down the sides. I stopped it because I want to add into this before it gets really, really, really small, soft. We want a smooth consistency. Can you see, Vanna White? Can you see very well? Please let me know if you can see very well. All right, Lorraine loves strawberry water rice. Oh my, yes, 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 yes. So in this, we have basil. I went to my garden. You'll see I post later. I have basil fresh from my garden. So we're going to add that. I have a lime that I already had in my refrigerator. And here's the thing. When you go shopping, think of things that you might want to cook and use them throughout the week in different ways, in different recipes, okay? So we have this. I'm going to add to this maple syrup. You can not add anything, but let's wait because this is going to make it a little looser and this might already be sweet enough. If it's sweet enough, you don't have to add that. If you want, you can add sweet leaf stevia, organic sweet leaf stevia. All right. Let me say that because I always like to leave you with hope with some of the things that you can't put in. Do you? All right. So I'm going to add to this. I just had it in my hand. All right, Marlene. Oh, it's hiding. I'm going to add my lime vitality essential oils. So you say, Chef Mar, I don't have a lime. What am I going to do? If you get the vitality oils that I always talk about and I always endorse, they are authentic. Do not go to the drugstore, Walmart, Wiley World, Walmart, any other big box store and get lime essential oil and put it in your food. Please do not do that. I do not suggest that at all. So I'm going to add lime to my, how many drops? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 drops. Okay. I'm going to hold this again. Now, here's the thing. You better make sure you scrape it down. Um, this is a nice consistency. You can scoop it. Growing up, before Fred's Water Ice in Philadelphia, before Rita's, before whoever else there might be that sells water ice, which is absolutely junk and full of sugar. Um, my mother would send us to the store when we would walk maybe about 2 blocks, myself and my cousins. We would go to the store, my niece, and she would send us with Cool Whip containers. And we would have about 5 or 6 Cool Whip containers. And she would tell the man to fill them up. He would fill them up with whatever flavor that we wanted. She would put them in the freezer so that when we wanted water ice and you hear that little Mr. Softy man coming around, my mom ain't play that. I mean, every once in a while we got it because then I'm hoping they clean their machines, but we would get it. But we had what we needed at home. Maybe that's where I get it from. What you think? What you think? Hello. All right. Hello. How are you? Welcome, Evangelist Patricia. I'm going to taste this because, like I said, I might not need to add any sweetener. Okay, here it goes. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm going to add a little bit, just a little. Maple, not pancake. Somebody put in the comments, never pancake syrup. High fructose stuff. No, not less. No, use pure maple syrup. So you said, well, where does the herbs come in? They're coming. They're coming. Right down again. Yes, Lord, from the bottom of my heart. And the thing about it, I love doing this because when my grandchildren come by, I can give them something that I made that does not have a whole lot of processed ingredients in it. And that's one thing I love about cooking. You can make it your own. Make it your own. Let's taste again. Hold on. Let's taste again. Yes. Add that little bit. Just a tablespoon. Or just as you go. Now, here comes the basil part. As I said, I've already cut or pruned my basil. Isn't it pretty, pretty, birdie? I can't talk today. First I said lush. Now I'm talking about birdie. Look, yes. I'm going to take these and I'm going to do something. I'm going to roll it. It's called the chiffonade. Lorraine, don't say a word. Don't you say a word. Because every time I say something, she said I'm speaking in another tongue when I use culinary terms. But these are terms that you need to know that I like to share. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to take it out of the, before I do that, let's get a, let's get a, let's move things out of the way so that you can see. You see I have my coconut lime water back there? Stay hydrated. Please stay hydrated. I'm going to take out the blade and I'm going to scrape off This is good. If you've already had lunch, um, this is a good little treat. And you can put this in a glass dish and it will stay for up to maybe like 2 weeks, but I don't think it's going to last that long. Not in my house. Not in my house. And it's good to have when company comes over. My brother and my sister, when they're over and I want to make a quick dessert, this is what I do. And if you don't want to add the maple syrup, you can add a half a frozen banana. Listen, when you freeze your bananas, do not put your bananas in the freezer with the skin on. No, 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 no. Peel your bananas and then lay them flat and put them in the freezer until they freeze. You can add them to your smoothies. You can put it in here if you like a popsicle with a popsicle stick. I do this all the time. So, yeah. So here we go. Because now I'm going to add in my basil, which I'm going to cut. And all I'm doing is rolling the basil like this, like this. And I'm just going to snip it with my scissors, small pieces. You said, oh my goodness. I try to get herbs in wherever I can. Get it in where you can fit it in your salads, in your soups, in your sandwiches. Right now, we're putting it in our ice cream. Well, not ice cream, sorbet, 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 sorbet. Let me know if this is something that you would try. We get in the habit of, you know, accepting what conventional supermarkets want to give us. Some health food stores, may give you healthy things, and this is just folds in, just like this. Just fold it in, just like this. Now, before I put it in the dish, let's dish some. Let's get a cone. All right, let's get a cone. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get a cone. They do have gluten-free ice cream cones. I did see them in the supermarket. So if you're gluten-free, you can get a gluten-free cone in the supermarket. You just have to look for them, or you can order them online. The wonderful world of Amazon. Let me see. Any question? I'm making popsicles today, and my strawberry. Yes, honey. Yes, make them, make them, make them. Make sure that your produce is not all the way gone, but you might can still use them. All right. Um, sis, I'm not even gonna lie. I saw them frozen bananas. I saw the frozen bananas. Yes, I did. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't gonna call you out like that. I wasn't gonna call your name out. You put yourself on blast. I'm just trying to help you, sis. You want to lick? You want to lick? Huh? Look at that. Doesn't that look wonderful? Isn't she lovely? Yes, yes, yes. Let's make another one. Huh? Let's make another one. Now, here's the thing. You really want this to freeze up, but if you want like soft serve, this would be the perfect thing. But you just have to eat it so fast. Um, have to eat it so fast. So let's get a little. You have to eat it very quickly. So yeah. So I'm going to try a little bit on this little bit of ice, on this little ice cream cone that I found at my local farmer's market. They sell ice cream. So since I really haven't eaten lunch, I don't want to do that as yet. So let's taste it. So, dear Lord, we thank you for this wonderful, hot, and lovely day. We thank you for the viewers that are watching and those that are going to make this. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely herb infused mango sorbet. Let's taste it. Amen. Baby, let me tell you how good this is. Mmm. Mmm. It's decadent. Mmm. Mmm. You can cut the basil up a little finer if you like, but if that herbaceous, that lime, if you don't have lime, use a regular lime, maybe about a half of a lime. Start there. But here you are. Huh? A sweet treat to beat the heat. That's all I got for you. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. You can add your lime essential oil vitality to your water, which I did with my coconut water. Stay hydrated. Leave the soda, leave the sweet juice alone. Make sure because your cells need it. It helps your brain. It helps your whole body. So here you are. Here you go. So enjoy your afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the week. Stay hydrated. Please, 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 please stay hydrated and make this. And when you make the sweet treat to beat the heat, tag me. I love to see your creations because guess what? I can make it and it looks one way. You can make the dish and it looks another way, but it will taste the same. So try the dishes. Stay tuned because the cookbook is coming. Chickpea Chick is coming. The book signing is coming. Look, I appreciate you all so, so very much every week for meeting me here. Go watch the reels, go on YouTube, watch the replays. I will appreciate it. And please share, share, share. All right. Until we meet again, eat clean, cook clean, and most of all, live clean. Any other questions? All hearts and minds clear, as they say in church. All hearts and minds clear. Any more questions? Any more comments? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna throw this in the fridge right quick. Right quick. In the freezer. In the freezer. In the freezer. All right. Any questions? Any comments? All hearts and minds clear. All right. Everybody, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Put your hands in the comments. Hey, Coach Charlotte. That's somebody else you need to follow. All good information, health. Look, we're about helping people to live better, eat better, do better. When you know better, you should do better. The saying is when you know better, you do better. People know better, but they don't do better. So when you know better, you should do better. You heard it here from Chef Mar. Okay, all hearts and minds clear. All right, all right, all right. Everybody, eat clean. Repeat after me. Eat clean. I got a mic. Cook clean. And what? Live clean. All right. Until I see you again, have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. Go get that frozen fruit, put it in a blender, put it in a food processor. All right, Patty, I see you. I see you, boo. I see you. I see you. And make this treat. You won't be disappointed. And if you don't like mangoes, use blueberries, use pineapples. I have a dish of pineapple basil. I use my garden, stuff from my garden. Make it, freeze it. Listen, I forgot to give this tip. Before you serve it, make sure you sit it in the refrigerator for a few, maybe like 10 or 15 minutes to get it soft because it will harden. So that's all you have to do. Scoop it up. And then if you don't want cones, put it in a dish. All right? Sorbet coming in a kitchen near you once you make it. All right, I'm out of here. Got things to do. Talk to you later. Bye.